Heather and I were running around all day. We went to the Dairy Days, and then we went to Alaskan Pioneer Park, and then we went back to the Dairy Days. I took a nest over there. That nest that the dogs were barking at, the mama gave up. She didn't want to come back. So I gave it to Creamer's Field Fish and Game. They do classes and stuff for the kids over there. Oh my gosh, the lady I gave it to was ecstatic. she's like, oh my gosh. I was looking for the wildlife biologist for the Fish and Game over there, because he was doing tours and stuff for the Dairy Days, but he was busy doing a tour, so I'm sure he'll get it and they'll do something with it. It's kind of cool. But at least it'll be used for education. And then we went back to Pioneer Park again, and there was actually a really good band out there, and Heather and I had souvlaki and rolled ice cream, and you'll see all that. But hello, bear watchers. And I want to know how your summer is going. Some people are having some terrible heat. It's been cool here, and I like it. I mean, it might sound like I'm complaining because it feels like we haven't had a summer, but it's been nice. No fires, and comfortable. I can sleep at night. Yeah. All right, I gotta get back to editing. Oh, I got that third Dawson video I'm trying to put up. It's gonna take me at least 5 hours to edit. So we're at Creamer's Dairy for the Dairy Days today, and we're gonna take a tour of the barns. I don't know how long it takes, but we're gonna.
I guess it'll depend on how many questions people have.
Yeah, yeah.
It always does.
So this will be fun. Yeah, they've got the barn swallows here. We've gotten videos of them before. I'll get some videos before we leave.
They're very active today.
They are. They got babies in there in the nests. It's cows.
Yeah, because I was like, okay, look, I'm not going to couldn't get anybody.
They got bacon, looks like. And, oh, what is that?
They're blending something.
They're blending something. That's funny. So this is where they grow all the different things. Yeah, this is the cultivation map for 2023. Oh. So they've got pasture, and then they've got fallow, oats, barley.
Now I'm curious.
Yeah, where is... Okay, here's the viewing lot. So that's all the
fields that you see out
yeah,
there.
all the yellow flowers are the barley. So, pretty cool. So I suppose this is blend your own drinks. That's kind of interesting. Well, look at that. That's pretty cool. I wonder where that used to be. Go over there, stand by it.
To see how tall it is.
Yeah, because that's pretty huge. Yeah, look how big that is. That'll give you some perspective. So this was the main milk house. This is where they milked the cows. The barn over there was built in 1938, and it was a kit that was brought over. Oh, so that's not oats and barley, it's canola.
Mid-80s, the barley got contaminated with canola.
How about that? I didn't know that.
It makes a pretty picture.
It sure does. But the cows standing on concrete all day would make for some pretty unhappy cows. So happy cows give you good milk, right? So we're going to keep the cows happy. So some of the areas of the barn you can still see the imprints of their knees where they kneeled down and they would eat. We've got some hay in front of here, they pour some oats on top of that, and then they've basically spent from late September to probably mid-April in their stall. Okay, and well, you put good stuff in the front of a cow, you know what you get out the back. Okay, so that's what this little unit here is. We had tracks, you can still see some tracks on the ceiling over there that this would hang down from. I had a chain pull to raise and lower it, and that would go all the way out the other into it. Okay, we actually got our first pneumatic milking machine, which was a manual assembly on it and everything. That would have been early 60s.
Okay.
Yeah, but we still did hand milking with the bulk after that because they were slow.
Maybe we'll just mention where these stanchions and manure bucket came from. When the place went up to auction in '67.
And they came into state control in 1980s. Okay, now this is the original barn out here that the Hinkleys had built around 1910. All the logs that you see here to support are all locally resourced logs. They're white spruce, and they've got some really big beams on the inside. I don't know if we'll be able to see them from the end or not.
Yeah, you'll be able to look up at the frame up
the
there.
main raffle frames and everything. But this is just one of our shop areas, and basically this is more for equipment parking here. And up there where they got the stairs and the man door now, that used to just be wide open, and we had a ramp that came down there to a platform that was right the same level as the back of our hay trucks. And I remember this from when we were baling hay. We had the actual hay bales. They could actually take the whole load. They would put some netting around and put ropes on there with rope and tackle. They would pull the whole load up in at once, and then they would manually move it, stack it. But when I was a kid, they would have, by the fall, they would have that upstairs loft there completely full of hay bales. And we could go in there and make tunnels in there and have all kinds of things without itching for a week.
Oh, jeez.
Now this is where the tractors you see out front, they're generally parked back here under cover. This tractor is an old cub here that we use for our wood cutting because we had coal-fired central boiler, but each one of the houses had a wood boiler in there too. So we would cut wood with this. They prep their firewood every fall too, and have stacks of firewood outside each one of the houses. The shops, we had a couple of buildings out back, main shops with a whole bunch of different stalls. Grandpa Charlie was kind of peculiar. It was like you see in the modern day ranches, horse ranches type thing. Every horse has his own stall with his name above it. Well, he didn't have the names above it, but each piece of equipment had its own stall out there. And God help you if you went and parked equipment in the wrong stall. So he was kind of particular about that. Now all those buildings, before the state got control of the 12 acres here, again, due to lack of maintenance or wanting to do maintenance, the private owner had demolished all these buildings. A lot of houses, one of our bunkhouses are gone now because of that very reason. Kind of sad that we didn't get them on the historic register in the 60s rather than the 70s. So they could have been saved.
You got to see drilling the bottler Folks, you can walk up to the edge of the shed roof, but please don't go
1977,
up.
it was put on the historical registry.
All this stuff stored in the Quonset hut out. Do you guys want it? So we went out there and brought in, I don't know, 3 or 4 truckloads of that stuff. But the Quonset hut roof had collapsed, a lot of severe water damage, so most of it actually went to the dump. But yeah, that was 3 or 4 truckloads we brought back in of that stuff. But it's all available for sale there at the farmhouse, all the good ones.
For separating, sorting, something.
Okay. Hey, this is another gizmo from the early days of farming. Okay? That's what we know about it. I'll talk about this. These early 60s, I remember this as being a place where we kept horses, had recreational horses. My sister and my grandmother was a real horsewoman herself. She was in the very early, equine clubs there in town. She was kind of a spearhead for that. But yeah, in my day, we kept a couple of bulls in here for breeding, and then had horses in here, and then we'd also have hogs in here as well. And we had pens on the outside of the building there as well for them in the summertime. They could get out, get a little fresh air. But the hay loft, yeah, there used to be a rope hanging from up there that we could swing out on and give our parents heart attacks. As far as I know, nobody ever slipped. They all made it back in once they swung out. I may not know everything. I've got 5 siblings older than me, and they've got much better stories than I do about. Did it by hand, or if they would hook a tractor foot and start driving off somewhere to lift it that high. But yeah, there was a lot of handwork involved in those days, and just every aspect of farming. The first tractor was a 1934 Fordson, and it was a rubber tire tractor. And as my dad said, it had a real bad habit of getting stuck. So they became a case dealer, believe it or not, in order to get discounts on their tractors. And so they brought up this 1935 model, and as far as I know, it never got stuck. And you wonder why, right? Mm-hmm. This tractor does still run. It was, again, sold at auction in the 60s there, and then it was donated back to the farm in non-operable condition. I think around summer of 2000, there were some guys that come up from the Midwest there that were kind of aficionados on these case steel wheel tractors. And so he did a recondition on it, painted it up, and today, actually this spring, summer, I drove it out. Good people. Yeah, he.
Is your cow sleeping in there?
I think he did a financing contractor or whatever.
Crazy, yeah. All that's for hay.
That was a different time.
That whole space up at the top was for hay.
All I had to show for it is worn out tools and a worn out body.
Yeah.
It's waiting for you.
Look how cute that is.
Oh, I knew it.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, you can pick yours. I picked that one right now.
Yours.
Fun. So remember we got videos of C&J. They were planting their flowers this spring. Just look at how beautiful that is. Oh my gosh. So we left Dairy Day. And we're over here at Alaskan because they're doing the bathtub races today. And we're trying a different location this year.
Oh, yeah.
Because we usually stay at the other end because there's a table there that they have to make a real sharp turn around the table, and that's when mishaps happen. But, you know, when they start on the other side of town from where we're at right now, and then they come around this curve right here. Well, they're gaining momentum. So then they have to go through the finish line, go around that table, and then
Come back this way.
again. So
We'll see how it goes.
So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, it's actually a pretty long little circuit.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people here so far. Well, you can't see behind us, but everybody else is trying to find a place to sit.
Yeah.
Try the sidewalk. It's on the sidewalk.
Kids are counting dogs back here. They said there's 17 dogs that they've counted. There's a bunch of people holding little dogs. So they're doing a parade before they do the actual race. Everyone's losing balloons already. Oh my gosh. These guys. They're probably gonna win.
Oh, they're the maintenance guys.
They're probably maintenance from, I don't know, what does it say? It says something on there.
I like that they're using a trash bin.
Bullplex?
Everybody should get one piece.
Maybe they're from Fort Wainwright or something.
Who knows?
Garbage, Isaac. Isaac, you keep that in your hand.
So cute. Okay, the racers are coming. Here they come.
Cheer for him. You gotta do it.
Oh, wheelbarrow. That's got to be kind of hard to control. There she is over there with her bubbles.
Everybody's gonna be multiplied.
Comes the next one.
She's drifting.
She's dripping.
She's drifting.
Oh, she's drifting. They're going fast. I got so excited I turned the camera off. Darn it. They lost a lot of water there.
You're trying to scare yourself.
I almost didn't get the camera going. They're coming too fast.
You see it on the stage.
What? Oh, he's a little dog. Nice.
From 10 minutes ago? Okay.
There's still duckies in there. We had to come over here and get a closer look. These haven't even bloomed yet. Oh, that'll be pretty.
Having to constantly I missed it.
We could bring our rocks over here. Okay, we're doing this. I got rolled ice cream now. I think we're gonna do that. They're making it. Look at that! Oh my gosh! What do you think? It looks good.
Yeah, it looks like they're making yours next.
Looks yummy. It's not as pretty as Sweet Monster, but it's pretty cool. And it's homemade Alaskan blueberry syrup.
Hey.
So, yum.
You can see I demolished mine.
So you got a lot of syrup in there. That was raspberry.
Yeah.